The September we've all been waiting for is upon us, as we have called up 3 of our biggest prospects in the organization, including what I would say is the most anticipated prospects in Rockies history, in Neil Dorsey. Now, the first of these prospects we'll get to see is Jose Barreto, who gets the September 1st start here in Coors Stadium and gets that career started with a strikeout of Xander Bogaerts. Not a good of a way to start the career as you could ask for here. And Barreto's always been a better strikeout pitcher in the games that we've watched compared to when he sims. 1-2 pitch for Crawford is popped up into the infield. Handled easily by Sterling Thompson. 2 up, 2 down to start. And here's a snapshot look of what the Padres lineup looks like. Nolan Jones, always been a Rocky killer in this franchise and a very tough out, hitting in that 3 spot, but Jose Barreto handles him here. 3 up, 3 down to start the career of Barreto with a strikeout. Offensively, we'll be going against Johnny Brito here. 4.58 ERA, 1.45 WHIP. Not terrible, not great. Should be somebody we can hit off of if the offense is on its game. Kyle Brown, leadoff walk to begin the day. Omar Figueroa getting elevated up to the 2 spot as he cracks this one to the center field. He's just been hitting for great average and has been hitting in the 4 and 5 spot for us, but with the addition of Dorsey, I think he's the perfect 4 spot addition. Here's a look at him getting ready for his first at-bat with a full count for Murillo. We'll see if Omar Figueroa is a good spot for that 2 spot in the rotation. But here we've got Murillo striking out on a beautiful full count pitch there by Brito. Right there on the bottom of the zone. Now here it is, Neil Dorsey's first at-bats. Will be a fly out to center field. Hit decently well enough. But it's the second out here of bottom of the first. Don't want to waste these runners in scoring position. As you see a snapshot of our Rockies averages here. Led, of course, by Murillo as always. And Veen goes down looking. So 2 runners stranded to start the game. Brito pretty excited about that. Tatis sitting in the 4 spot for the Padres. He's going to go down looking on a beautiful curve from Barreto. What a strike 3 pitch from him. 1-2 for Campusano, and he went around the pitch on the inside. Like I stated earlier, Barreto's been a really good strikeout pitcher when we've hopped in and watched him here. Doesn't get a ton in simulation, but maybe I should just watch all of Barreto's games. He'd probably get some major boost to his strikeout per 9 rating. But another clean inning for Barreto in the second will bring up the offense. Salas, a great episode last time and a good start to this one as well. That'll be down for a leadoff double. The 21st of the year for Ethan. Right there to center field. And that'll bring up Clemente Herrera, his first at-bat at the major league level. This one hit to right field. And you know what? I don't want the fact that the number 1 and 2 prospects in baseball are both making their debuts to cloud just how important Herrera is to our future. Certainly counting on him. He advances the runner to third here. Thompson. Grounder to short, but it's going to score a Rocky run made possible by that fly out from Herrera. 2 gone, nobody on base for Cerny in the 9 spot, and he's swinging at a changeup. A couple of really nice strike 3 pitches from Burrito here early in this game. 1-0 Rockies through 2. Nelson Velasquez. Pop fly into shallow outfield, handled by Kyle Brown. Jake Cronenworth hitting 270 on the year for the Padres. Goes down swinging on a fastball inside from Barreto. 4th strikeout early on. Makes it 2 outs here in the 3rd. And then another strikeout will end the inning. 5 strikeouts through 3 innings. No hits from the Padres. Top of the order back up for the Rockies. Kyle Brown. Hit that about as softly off the bat as you can get for the first out. Figueroa looking for his 2nd hit, and he's going to get it under the glove of the first baseman for the single. 0 for 1 Murillo. Can he get going here? Strikes it into the outfield, but too much underneath it. That'll be the 2nd out. Neil Dorsey. He's going to get beamed right on the leg there. Already getting hit in his career, and yet to even get his first hit. Nothing doing for the Rockies there in the 3rd. Sterling Thompson, throw to first. We'll make it 1 gone here, top of the 4th. 10 up, 10 down for the Padres. That'll bring up J.P. Crawford. That's going to be a base knock into center field. Logan Cerny gives chase. So a 1-out single. The first career hit allowed by Barreto. Took longer than you'd expect. He's been awesome today. But Nolan Jones, we know how good he is, and he's done it again. Nolan Jones. 4 years later, still destroying us after that trade. 26th homer of the year, gives the Padres the lead. The first home run allowed in the career of Barreto. And of course, it would be to Nolan Jones. Pro tip, kids, don't trade your star player in the division. Sometimes they'll just never forgive you. How is he still destroying us all these years later, man? Tatis up next. 1-2 pitch is in for strike 3 on the slider. Got him chasing outside and low. How do you rebound after allowing your first career home run? For Barreto, pretty nicely. A strikeout into a infield fly to get out of the inning. Getting some longer ABs, though, so that pitch count is getting a little high for Barreto, despite the good start as Salas goes down on an ugly swing there. Herrera looking for his first hit, and he's gonna get it. Base knock, got a pitch to hit right over the middle and took advantage of it. And the first of many for Clemente Herrera. Got to keep that ball for a keepsake. Thompson went from hitting in the 2 spot all the way down to the 8th. I just feel like hasn't quite taken the next step as much as some of these other players on the team has this year, and needs to be, you know, adjusted accordingly. We've added some good hitters onto the team, and he needs to go down the lineup. Cerny down swinging there. Brito also doing a good job racking up some strikeouts here in this game. Kyle Brown. Grounder to end the inning. The score will remain where it was. Manny Machado's swinging at the high fastball, and another strikeout for Barreto. 7th already. I mean, this is a guy, this is his worst per 9 rating. And he's out here pitching like he's elite at it. You'll love to see it. Velasquez lifts it to right field. Clemente Herrera giving chase and hauls it in near that foul line out in right. 2 up, 2 down in the 5th. 0-2 pitch for Cronenworth, and it's strikeouts number 8. Some truly elite stuff we're seeing from Jose Barreto in just his first start of his career. I think we've got a stud on our hands and a future ace. Figueroa grounds out to top off the bottom of the 5th. J.P. Crawford excited about that play. It was pretty nice to admit. Rafael Murillo gonna get involved in this game. Didn't do much for us last episode, and so nice to see him with a double, number 25 on the year. Always love seeing Rafael Murillo at the plate, and while Neil Dorsey has made his MLB debut, he's still got to get through Rafael Murillo if he wants to be crowned the king of the Rockies offense, and that's a tough task here. But Dorsey gonna pick up his first career hits. That should bring home Murillo. Ties this game at 2 apiece. The first hits and RBI all at once for Neil Dorsey. This player has about as much hype as you could possibly have. It's a lot to live up to, and here we're sending him. We're sending 14 speed. What is that? Oh my goodness. You can't be sending 14 speed, man. Trent Grisham up for the Padres here. This one is hit deep to center field. Cerny giving chase, but he's not going to get it. That is, as it is over the wall for a San Diego home run. Grisham having a pretty good power year, 21 homers. And the Rockies retake the lead. It was not tied for long. These 2 homers really souring what has been an excellent start from Jose Barreto so far. Xander Bogaerts right after him with another hard hit ball. Just where the pitch count is, this is probably where I would have pulled Jose Barreto myself. You allow 2 straight hard hits. You got the top of the order up next, but he will remain in the game for J.P. Crawford. And he gets another strikeout, number 9 on the day. Maybe manager's trying to get him that double-digit strikeout in his debut. Nolan Jones, though, next up to the plate. He's pretty much an automatic RBI whenever there's a runner on the base paths for the Padres. And he picks up another. He's driven in 3 of the 4 Padres runs and has honestly kind of single-handedly ruined Jose Barreto's first career start, as that would be the end of it there. 5 1/3, 4 runs allowed, 2 homers, but ultimately, you know, not a perfect debut, but he definitely showed us the stuff to get excited about for a future ace prospect here. I'm being serious. I might just have to watch pretty much all of his starts, because if I do, this guy's going to be an elite strikeout pitcher. Things continue on for the Rockies. Let's try to put some runs on the board. Ethan Salas, his second hit of the game. This one for his single. 109 miles an hour off the bat. Smoked that one. Herrera strikes out on a filthy changeup outside for Brito. His 7th strikeout of the game. Thompson, chopper to first, but it will advance the runner to scoring position. 2 outs, though, for Cerny. Does draw a walk, which puts Kyle Brown up to the plate. The best clutch in our lineup. In a spot where we could really use a run. 1-2 pitch is by him for strike 3. Really could have used a good Kyle Brown moment there, but instead it's 4-2 as we get to the top of the 7th. Campusano gets it going for the Padres. This one gets all the way back to the wall. Clemente Herrera gives him an opportunity to show off that arm there. Leadoff double. Machado follows that up with a base hit of his own. Cerny. Excellent throw to home plate, but the runner holds. We might have been able to tag him out had he gone. Nelson Velasquez going down, swinging on a pitch that hits you. Not a great look. Cronenworth. Hit to the outfield. Left center. Gap. Chased by Cerny, and it's taken him a long time to get there. That's going to be a 2-run triple from Jake Cronenworth. Did not initially look like it was going to be a triple. But it kind of just took a while to get to the wall. Didn't bounce very hard off of it, so Cerny had to go all the way back to that corner to get it. Gave Cronenworth time to get all the way to third base. Grisham homered last time. Not going to do so this time, but that is certainly deep enough to tag home the 7th Padres run. Even if that had been a good throw. Bogart's up next. Chopper over to Thompson. The inning is finally over, but the Padres have extended their lead. Need something from the offense here in the 7th inning, or else things are looking pretty dire for us picking up a win here at home. Getting the opposite of that so far in the inning, though, with 2 strikeouts. That'll bring up Dorsey. He goes down looking, and Iriarte out here striking out the side. We actually have tied the Padres in hits so far, but they're just doing a much better job of getting their players across home plates. J.P. Crawford, a double here to lead off the 8th. The Padres' offense has continued to be good throughout this game, and the Rockies' offense just hasn't done much at all in the last few innings. 3-0 pitch for Fernando Tatis after allowing a walk to Nolan Jones. And Tatis takes this one deep. A 3-run blast for one of the best players in baseball, nearly reaching 500. To center field. That's going to wrap this game up. Ultimately, not enough offense. A few too many mistakes from the pitching staff here in this game. And the Padres certainly made us pay for those mistakes. 10-2 would be the final score. And the Padres just straight up outplayed us really on both sides of the diamond here in this game. Brito will pick up the win. Jose Barreto, unfortunately, with the loss in his first career start. Both Clemente Herrera and Neil Dorsey picked up their first hits, but I want to see a little bit more than a hit from Dorsey. Can we see his first career home run? Going against Zach Gallen, going to be pretty tough. Well, let's see if he can pull it off. Of course, as we know, the #1 prospect in baseball. But he's even more than that. He's the #1 prospect in many, many years. 0-2 pitch. This one's hit deep. Can it leave the yard? Yes, it can. Neil Dorsey, the first career home run, comes in the first inning of his second career game. What is that? Is that a glitch or is that a bit? That would be hilarious if that's actually part of the home run celebration, making it seem like the third base coach is rounding the bases. I feel like that's got to be a glitch, though. But let's not let that distract from Neil Dorsey already getting his first homer. Playing in Coors Field, he has a chance to absolutely explode here very early on in his career, getting the silent treatment as tradition holds. Back up here, bottom of the third, 2 gone. The game is tied at 2 apiece. Certainly don't want to drop 2 in a row against the Padres at this crucial point of the season. Not that the Padres are bad by any means. They're hovering around 500. Not technically out of the playoff mix yet, but it would take a little bit of a miracle here for them to make it. 2-0 pitch is in for a 3-0. Good discipline by Dorsey. It looks like Zach Gallen maybe pitching around him a bit after allowing the home run. All of those were really close to the zone, but ultimately it's a 4-pitch walk. Game tied again at 3 apiece this time, bottom of the 5th for Dorsey. There's a runner on first. It is Rafael Murillo. Trying to get him out there with a pickoff, but Murillo is in safe. I'd love to see it. A 2-run blast here. It's a little bit greedy as he's already got a home run here in the game, but I'm nothing if not greedy. And Dorsey's definitely the type of player that you can certainly hit a couple of homers here in a game. Instead, it's going to be 2 outs we get as he grounds into the double play. Bottom of the 8th. Dorsey back up for his 4th appearance. 1 for 2 with a walk. Rockies lead by 1. Nolan Watson into the game for San Diego.
No ball, 1 strike.
Dorsey, that's going to get down in the outfield for a base knock. So multi-hit, the first multi-hit game of his career. First homer as well. You love to see it. Dorsey showing up early, showing the potential that he has, and I can't wait to see his first full season next year. Already showing us that he is MLB ready, and the Rockies come out victorious. Even better despite having less hits than the Padres in this game. That's going to be all here for this episode. We're only going to be doing 2 days. And the reason is we've got Neil Dorsey's first career start in our next game. And I definitely want to watch that. But I think we'll save it for the next episode. So not a lot of time passing, but a lot of important action here in the series with some of the biggest debuts. Honestly, the biggest probably September call-ups we're gonna have here in the series. I can't imagine any other September being as important as this one. As it sits right now, a half game back of the Dodgers for the division. This is gonna come down to the month of September. Very likely here to at least be a wild card team. We would have to have a pretty bad month for it to go sideways here, or the Reds or Cubs to have really good months combined with us having a pretty bad month. But certainly possible. The playoffs aren't guaranteed, but it's looking like we will be playoff bound for the first time here in this series. Hope you enjoyed the debut of Neil Dorsey, Jose Barreto, and Clemente Herrera. We'll be back with more action from these exciting new call-ups in the next episode. And I'll see you then. Go Rockies!